Good morning, my Real News Midday TV family. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning, and I'm wishing for everyone a wonderful and productive day. And in the news this morning, police warn against the scammers impersonating officers. The police are warning the public to be cautious of individuals falsely claiming to be members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force who are soliciting and in some cases collecting money from the public under false pretenses. According to the police, these individuals are claiming that the money is required for the return of properties or to refrain from executing judicial processes. The JCF is reminding the public that no member of the JCF is authorized to contact the public to collect money for the release of motor vehicles, exhibits, or to influence judicial processes. If you have any information or have been a victim of this scam, contact Crime Stop via 311, Police Emergency via 119, or the nearest police station. The JCF is urging citizens to remain vigilant and report any instances of this fraudulent activity to the police. Squall line brings strong winds and heavy rains across Jamaica. A squall line across Jamaica on Friday evening caused power outages in some areas with strong winds and heavy rains. A squall line is a group of storms arranged in a line, often accompanied by squalls of high wind and heavy rain. Squall lines tend to pass quickly and can be hundreds of miles long, but are typically only 10 or 20 miles wide. Shortly after, reports reached the news regarding sudden gusts of strong winds followed by heavy rains. The Meteorological Service of Jamaica had confirmed that the country experienced a squall line. Are you wondering about that strong gust of wind with showers and lightning? It is referred to as a squall line. Sudden start lasting for a short while and drifting from one area to the next, the Met Service shared via X. The freak storm started sometime after 8 p.m. and lasted less than 20 minutes. There were brief interruptions in power services in some areas. The Met Service had earlier forecasted partly cloudy and windy conditions along the south coast. Mini tornado ripped through section of Lucy on Thursday. Hanoverians who were spared the wrath of Hurricane Beryl 3 weeks ago were confronted with a new disaster as a mini tornado wreaked havoc on shops and other structures within the town of Lucy on Thursday. The tornado, said to have originated from the vicinity of the renowned Lucy Harbor, made its way onto land within the Lucy Fishermen Village along Church Street shortly after 2 p.m. Some people, upon witnessing the unfolding disaster, sought refuge within nearby buildings. Although parked vehicles in the vicinity remained relatively untouched, the roofs of several shops were torn off, and at least one board building was displaced from its original position. The news caught up with a man who gave his name as Leslie during a visit on Friday morning. He remarked that the storm that struck on Thursday exhibited a higher level of destructiveness when juxtaposed with the impact of Hurricane Beryl. "When it blows, I run and jump across a fence. I don't know how I reach across with the fence," stated Leslie, who along with others was assisting with the cleaning up of the area. The board building belonging to two women was one of the buildings that was ripped from its foundation, leaving behind only the tile flooring. The owner had left a few minutes before the storm to purchase something in the town. However, she returned to an empty spot. "Hey, not even Hurricane Beryl no wicked so. They were talking about big breeze today, you know. But at this you call big breeze because Beryl never deal with the place, you know. It was just a tree round the so what dropped down upon the house," stated Leslie, who noted that, "All right now, me nervous. The little breeze blowing right now make me afraid." A restaurant owner, Gary Barrett, said he was on the outside having lunch when a strong wind developed with a lot of dust. He ran inside the building for refuge, but the strong wind did not spare the roof of one side of the building, which came off in whole. Barrett lost electricity supply and had other damage. On Friday, he managed to temporarily put in place the roof on a section of the building. "It is kind of hard on me, but I'm trying," stated Barrett. As Barrett tried to put the pieces back together, he is thankful that things were not worse. I feel very concerned about it because I think it will be coming back. But one good thing about it, I am happy that it did not take any life, you know? So me give God thanks for that because it could be worse. Someone could have died, reflected Barrett. Men killed believed to be part of criminal network targeting Beryllium Limited. Deputy Commissioner of Police Fitzbailey says that the suspected robbers who were on Friday morning shot down during a police operation are believed to be part of a criminal organization that has been targeting Beryllium Limited. Addressing the nation following the operation, Bailey said there have been several attacks on Beryllium Company, the courier company. One can recall 11 months ago, we had a major incident in Mandeville where a significant amount of money was stolen and the persons were shot and injured. It is a continuation of those investigations. It's basically the same criminal networks that have been involved. I'd like to highlight the fact that what we find is that a number of criminals from different organizations have actually come together in this effort, Bailey explained. 4 of 5 suspected robbers were killed during an alleged confrontation with members of the Counter-Terrorism and Organized Crime Investigation Branch of the Jamaica Constabulary Force in Negril Square, Westmoreland. Initial reports were that the 5 robbers were killed during the incident, but Commissioner of Police Dr. Kevin Blake later confirmed that one of the robbers were being treated in hospital for injuries. The deceased have not yet been identified. This morning, the Jamaica Constabulary Force conducted a deliberate and well-coordinated operation in Westmoreland aimed at disrupting and apprehending members of a criminal network planning to execute a major heist, Dr. Blake said, noting that the operation was part of ongoing efforts to deter the activities of criminal organizations. 6 weapons were seized during the incident, including 3 high-powered rifles. No officers were harmed, Dr. Blake confirmed. He said the Inspectorate and the Professional Standards Oversight Bureau and the Independent Commission of Investigations are investigating. In the meantime, President of Beryllium Limited, Andre McLean, thanked the police, the military, and their staff for their unwavering support and dedication in ensuring that Beryllium continues to provide the country with the necessary financial support services. Today, we can rejoice at the successful operations carried out by the police. It is also a sad reminder of the realities of our country, but unknown to everyone is the dedicated, unwavering efforts and the support that we have received behind the scenes by the police ever since the major incidents that affect us and the country's financial sector, not just with the operations today, but every day since, to keep the country safe while performing our duties, McLean said. We'll never rejoice at the death of anyone, but it is very hard to forget how our team, our staff, the clients and the country were badly affected by criminals, he added. McLean noted that cash in transit and ATM services are high risk in nature, as he encouraged the individuals to always exercise caution while Beryllium is providing those services.
This morning, the Jamaica Constabulary Force conducted a deliberate and well-coordinated operation in Westmoreland aimed at disrupting and apprehending members of a criminal network planning to execute a major heist. This operation was part of our ongoing efforts to deter the activities of criminal organizations and ensure the safety and security of our citizens. During the operation, our officers intercepted multiple vehicles associated with the criminal network. Unfortunately, the suspects chose to engage the police, resulting in a gunfight. As a result, 5 gunmen were shot, 4 died, and 1 is currently being treated after being rushed to the hospital by the police. 6 weapons were seized, including 3 high-powered rifles. We are grateful to report that none of our police officers were harmed during the incident. This operation underscores our commitment to combating criminal activities and dismantling criminal networks. We want to send a clear message to all criminal elements that their actions will not be tolerated, and the JCF will take decisive measures to protect the public and uphold the rule of law. The incident is being investigated by IPROB and INDICOM, and we will provide further details as the investigation progresses. We continue to urge individuals to peacefully surrender and cooperate with the police. Confronting highly trained police officers poses significant risks and can lead to lethal consequences. We encourage anyone with information to come forward and share what you know. I take this opportunity to remind persons that harboring criminals is an offense. Your cooperation is vital in our collective effort to maintain a safe and secure Jamaica. The JCFI Command remains steadfast in its mission to deter and dismantle criminal organizations, ensuring that law and order prevail across our nation. At this time, I'll invite Deputy Commissioner Fitz-Bailey to give a little bit more detail on this operation and this incident this morning. So Bailey?
I just love to point out that the incident is as a result of an ongoing investigation that started as far back as February 2023. Out of the investigation, we have arrested 8 persons. They are before the courts. And during this morning operation, the weapons seized included 2 M16 rifles, 1 AK-47, 1 Glock pistol, another 9mm pistol, and a .38 pistol. We continue our investigation because we intend to dismantle this criminal network that has been operating right across Jamaica. We know who they are, and we will not stop until every one of them is brought to justice. Well, there have been several attacks on Beryllium Company, the courier company. One can recall in 11 months ago, we had a major incident in Mandeville where a significant amount of money was stolen and persons were shot and injured. It's a continuation of those investigations, and it's basically the same criminal networks that have been involved. I like to highlight the fact that what we find is that a number of criminals from different organizations have actually come together in this effort because it's a very lucrative concern.
Based on our information and the work that we have put into this operation over time, it appears that these criminals believed that Westmoreland was a soft target. But I want to say to you that as long as the police are here, there's nowhere in Jamaica that's a soft target. And so that was demonstrated this morning. And our relentless pursuit against criminals will take us anywhere criminals exist. Case in point, there are 2 individuals who are wanted for multiple murders who have actually fled our shores and found themselves in the Dominican Republic and the Bahamas, and they were arrested this morning, and arrangements are being made to take them back to Jamaica to stand trial for their actions. And so I want to assure the public that anywhere criminals go, we will pursue them. A criminal anywhere is a danger to us everywhere. And so our relentless effort and pursuit of criminals, especially violent criminals, persons who commit murder and who have caused harm and maim and misery to our communities and our citizens, we will not rest until we pursue you and put you before the court. Again, I want to appeal to these criminal elements not to engage the police. Our superior training will cause us to come out victorious in these operations. And so this is not what we want. We would rather take you before the court and give you your time before the court. The decisions you take to challenge the police officers may not give you that opportunity. And so we appeal to you once more. Please lay down your weapons when our men and women come at you. It poses a significant danger to yourself, but it also exposes my officers to danger.
Our operation training and deployments will continue. We are determined to relentlessly pursue criminals wherever they will be or wherever they go, and just to assure the public that the JCF will be deployed island-wide and will be consistently there to support these kind of operations. We want to assure our citizens that you may go about your lawful business, and we are determined to create safe spaces for you to continue to live your lives without violence.
Guys, thanks for watching. Please join us this afternoon at 2 p.m. for another news update.